mission to find stuff. Workshop Roulette, where we see what we see, we find what we find. Maybe it's something cool, maybe it's a waste of time. I don't know, but we're gonna have fun with it because there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Viking Springs. Someone's building a big old theme park here. Update 1.1, so I'll come back to that when you got your 2.0 ready to go. Alright, thanks buddy. Let's see, we got some mushroom waterfall things, cool. A Viking facility building, that's pretty cool. Stay within what they've given you right now. We're all pretty new to this game, it's only been out for a couple weeks, so keep it easy on yourself, stick to what they give you, and then you can make some really cool looking things like this. I mean, well done, bravo. I like what you got going on back here too. Looks like you're building some stuff all around this ride. I'm kind of more interested in what you got going on for this whole themed area around all this, but anyhow, good stuff, good stuff. Let's move on here. See what kind of fun stuff we're finding. What kind of fun stuff we are finding. What is this? This just looks cool. This colors like the pastel pink and blue. Pretty neat. Again, a whole water park, an indoor water park. Is this like French Canadian? I don't understand the water park. I'm marking. I don't understand these things. All right, let's go and do this. Let's go through and let's search for something. What should we search for? Let's search for nature region. Let's go to scenery. Let's do something there. Let's see what we can find with animated scenes. How many things have people put in here that are actually pretty cool with some animated scenes so far? There's some cool stuff in the game that you can do with these animated scenes. So, like, okay, well, water. What are they sorting by? Let's find some good stuff. All right, come on. Sheesh. That's pretty cool. Pirate. I mean, inflatable ring pile, cool. Axe and barrel, nice. Could use some beat up. Hey, look at this. It's installed. I downloaded this at some point. Maybe I'll take and share that with you guys. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking awesome that you added that to the front of the coaster. One thing that sucks about these so far, from what I've seen on the videos, you put these awesome attached themes to your coaster, and then if you go to ride the coaster in first person, you can't see the coaster track in front of you because all you see is this big shark head. It's awesome looking in like the cinematic views. First person, it totally ruins the whole ride. It really does, and it's unfortunate. So maybe if Frontier is paying attention, maybe don't show the coaster theming when people choose to ride first person. Like, have some automatic thing where once someone goes into it first person, they no longer see the attached themes. I don't know. It is really unfortunate though. It's just one of those things. This is pretty freaking awesome looking. I actually think I saw a how-to, or the person building this. Amazing. We'll take a quick look at it. I know exactly who this is. He's got a small YouTube following, and his channel is freaking amazing. His builds are amazing. He was playing on console in Planet Coaster 1, and that's why. So Planet Coaster 2, I mean, he's got a ton of experience, great videos. I love his sense of humor. Go check out his stuff. And it's Albers. Go check him out on YouTube, please. He's amazing. He's hilarious. Subtle sarcasm stuff, and some is just plain not subtle with him. But yeah, good character to watch. Great builds. Awesome Lord of the Rings theme park. Yeah, check him out. Check out Albers. All right, Hobbit Hole. That's pretty cool looking. It's a lot of the nature stuff. Like, I'm curious if this is all rocks they put around it. I'm gonna download this one just to see what it looks like. To see how they built all this, to transfer over so that I can download it and plop it in my park. It's got to be the actual rocks. This is pretty amazing too. I saw this on another Channel 5, I think, had this one on there, the spotlight. So, all right, now we're getting some good things in here though by just sorting with the rating. So keep that in mind. Saw something like this in Planet Coaster 1 years back. It was actually a roller coaster that did circles within the dolphins. This where you have the waves. yeah, it was like a coaster that just did like 10 loops in a row inside this. It was kind of silly, but it was really cool looking. Um, these gift shop things, these are great. Please, I hope people start putting things like this in with like the little games, the little midway games, things like that. But these are very useful if you want to build little actual stores that look like people are walking around a gift shop within your theme park. That's awesome. It's a really cool job with the Viking theming to make that entrance. It's actually very tall looking. I don't know if that's like umbrella on top of umbrella. It's kind of strange. Um, but otherwise, like, I mean, really well done. Fantastic. Love, love that haunted mansion. That's a really cool volcano wave pool too. Wow, how big is that wave? What is going on here? What is going on? There's a typhoon. This giant tidal wave is about to like take out your whole park. I don't know if it's just the camera angle. No, I mean that looks like that's a 20-foot tall wave. All right, don't go in that wave pool, kids. You will not come out alive. Alrighty. Well, see, this is fun. This is fun just looking and finding some amazing looking stuff in here. Um, I want to go searching. This has got to be part of a Bikini Bottom thing. uh, there's another person I follow. Look out for what's it called? I think it is. I think he's actually calling his park Bikini Bottom. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name, but he's got an amazing Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob themed water park he's building in Planko 2. Looks awesome. So more Hobbit stuff to go with the other Hobbit stuff. I'm gonna avoid the rest of that for now. I just wanted to do one to see kind of how they built it, maybe. All right. Well, I got a few things from the other one. I wanted to see this actually. Yes, we are gonna do this Dune Coaster for sure. I came across this before. I meant to download it, subscribe to it. Boom. We're gonna do that. We got a couple others, and we will head to the park and take a look at these things. I think I got about 5 or 6 things here that I downloaded. We'll open up the park and take a look. We're not actually at a theme park right now. We are in Hobbitland. We have entered the world of your favorite furry-footed friends. Alright, I am messing with controls here. It's a little clunky wonky. This is pretty cool. I actually went through and downloaded all 3 of these little Hobbit holes that were created. Great job. Great job. So they indeed have actually resized and reshaped these rocks to make the backdrop. So that's pretty cool. The fact that they've gone in here, figured out how to stretch these out, make them bigger, use these the advanced move or the scale option here. So if you're within the advanced, then you get to this option where you see the big round circle. Here's advanced, and then you would just kind of cycle through. Ooh. I don't want to mess it up. Anyhow, that's how you make those rocks bigger. Get to that scaling. Grab it again. Get to the scaling, and all right. So they created a little backdrop with rocks, and then put the facade on it. It's great. It definitely looks like a fun little Hobbit hole, and you put a few of them together. You got a fun little Hobbit town. You could definitely plop a flat ride right in there, or you could use a bunch of these on the left and right side of some sort of track ride, and kind of look like you're going through the town. Awesome. Fun stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. Beach buggy time. Awesome little arcade looking thing. I mean, it really does look like part of just a video game arcade. We put a couple stalls on the left and right. Good job. I just noticed this upside down I exclamation point thing happening here, backwards C. We're having fun with it. Good job. You always got to just take your time to make sure you're being quirky, being a goofball, and having fun with all this stuff. Because theme parks are goofy, they're quirky, they're outlandish, they're outer worldly. I mean, if you can't have fun with something like that, then I don't know, you're not in the right place. I mean, I like it. I dig it. The only thing I'd say here, 2 things that could be done that could be just amazing. I'm not good at this stuff myself. I probably would have called it quits. Well, I probably would have called it quits way before I even got close to what you built here. But I would have called it quits for sure at the same place you did here, because I just don't have the time and the energy to learn how to use a lot of these other tools. Some of it being, external tools where you might make a video and import it here. In Planet Coaster 1, you used to be able to do that. I know they're planning to give us these tools in Planet Coaster 2 at some point. Not yet, but maybe at some point you can upload a video in here. It's just a looping video that's maybe 10 or 15 seconds long, and it just loops so it looks like you're driving on, like there's a little actual game in the background going on that screen. The other thing you can do actually right now, you could have done something like this, and maybe you played with it and didn't have success, but instead of just putting these on a I can't click it. Okay, so we got the wooden support beam that they're standing on. Instead of just putting it on a support beam, you actually could have used the tool in the game to make these animatronics so they move. You could have had them on like a timed loop or something like that, so every 30 seconds or so they start shaking, or maybe they just go up and down a little bit, but it would still give them life, give them that little bit of animated life so that it looks like someone's in there playing the game. All right, I think people are going to get really creative with like carnival games and things like that once they figure out that they can do those things, and once they really start manipulating them. There's just so many options with that. So anyhow, good job. This looks amazing. This is a lot of fun. I hope I get a whole bunch of things like this from people, that we can build like really realistic looking arcades and carnival booths and rides and stalls. That'll be awesome. These little trash cans, you got regular waste bin and like a recycle bin here. Looks like a speaker piece. I mean, it looks great. I had to come in here myself and see like what you used to create these. So we just got a cube. All right, we delete the cube. Got one of these little art pieces, the resort palm sign, another cube, and you can see the trash bin in here now that we deleted the cubes. This was insane. The half circles on top of half circles on top of half circles. What is going on here? I mean, that's what people do to make really awesome looking things. I mean, good job. All right, the wall bracket things, signposts, like, yeah, obviously just the lettering signs, but there's another bin in here. So at the end of the day, like people would come up, and as long as you have the, the settings, I forget I was gonna say friction settings. I don't remember the right settings. Object interaction settings, whatever they're called. Anyhow, as long as you have those turned off, people should still be able to just come right up and use these and put their garbage in, despite the fact that these garbage cans are technically they're covered. But it's just that level of creativity and design that you can do to overcome that. And the animations will look wonky because people will be reaching through these objects, but I wouldn't worry about that at all. It's an amazing job. I actually took this into my park and am kind of tweaking it to make it custom for the park that I'm using. This is a great little build. Amazing little shop. It's just perfect with the Viking theming right now. Why am I halfway up? See, all right. I don't know what happened there. And I don't know why. I just sometimes see this building did the same thing. This happens to me when I build. You get like building within building. You get group 78, group 84, group 104. Why? Like, I mean, I don't understand why it splits it up like that sometimes, and why you can't regroup things. It's really frustrating. So as someone who's trying to build something, like I want to go through and make things separately. Like I want to make this little path down here, right? That's one group. So fine, it's a group. Let me come over here and like make my path, and then let me make maybe my roof or my bar or whatever. But then let me combine them all. Once I'm done, I want them all together, and then I want them all in one group. This is very, very frustrating to me that I can't take all of these and like actually then combine them. That's the worst headache to me right now when I'm building my own shops, my own things. Anyhow, that's my personal pet peeve. I really hope they can do something about that, so that you can combine your scenery groups into one building when you're done. This is 23 different buildings. That's insane, and that's what keeps happening to me. And then you can't work on them together. You can't move them together. It's just the way that it limits you is very frustrating. Let me get off my soapbox now. Great job with the build. This is awesome looking. This is a great little bar. And you can get, you know, further customized with this if you wanted to play around with the seats. Like, fantastic job making them look like actual bar stools. Unfortunately, with these, I don't think anyone could interact with them and actually sit on them. You could try and put a bench under it, but then it kills the way that it looks. It doesn't no longer looks like a bunch of bar stools if you slide a rectangular shaped bench under there. Either way, that's, you know, nitpicking on something that you might not have even wanted to use this for. If you're just using it as a backdrop, perfect. It's amazing. Great job. Great job. You'll see what I'm doing with mine. My area is not Viking themed, so I'm tweaking some things, but I am using this. It's great looking. Appreciate the build. Recommend it, and we'll look forward to your future stuff. This Loki thing, I gotta change the time of day. The rain is killing me right now. Amazing. There's something you did here. It's not showing up. I don't know if I deleted it or not. If I deleted it, I'm glad I did. um, there was some insane amount of fire happening in this. I don't know what you were doing with that. When I saw this, I thought this was just a marketplace. I didn't even realize there was a flat right here when I downloaded this. I thought it was just all these buildings and it was like a market, a Viking market or Viking town center or something. Ah, there's the fire. No. I mean, of course, you're playing with all your tools early in the game. It's cool, to each their own. I'm not a fan of the fire. It's too much for a little flat ride. It's over the top, and everyone in that ride basically got turned into barbecue meat when that fire shot up all around them. Anyhow, let me switch this over to our first-person camera. It's a little hard to use with the mouse, but definitely gives you that feeling of walking through the theme park. So again, amazing, a great job, great theming, great use of the Viking scenery, the Loki Ragnarok stuff going on, of course, amazing. Everyone's doing that right now, and we're still early in the game, so use what they gave you. Looks awesome. The tools that you used to decorate that, the little wheels that you put in, I mean, bravo, good stuff. I'm digging it, digging it. Let's take a quick little ride. All right, let's see some of the scenery while we spin around and try not to get sick. Yeah, there we go. Now we're seeing your little Viking town or Viking buildings around it. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's move on from this one and let's back out of there. All right, so that was Loki. Awesome. One more thing that I want to look at before we move to the last Dune roller coaster over here. There's some cool parking lots and things like that coming in. If you're really into building the realistic park entrances, this is pretty great. Let me see if I can quickly grab another one. So if you took this, I did this in one of my parks and I played around with it. You can, you know, you got one of these, boom, we're gonna add another and just build on it like it's a second level, and then you could build on a third level, and then of course you're gonna come back through and you're gonna add some things here to make it look like there's pillars and maybe a ramp, so it looks like a parking garage. But if you're really trying to do a realistic based park, just an idea. When you see these parking lots that someone's built, someone else has already built a full-on, I think, 3 or 4 level garage in the workshop as well. All right, something to consider. Moving on, last thing here. So here's Dune. Great looking entrance. The sandworm, oh my gosh, amazing. The scales on this thing, awesome looking job. Are they rocks? Are these just rocks? Yeah, the aquatic rocks. Maybe change the color on them a little. Just wow. Yeah, good job. Good job. A cypress knee. I don't know what a cypress knee is, but I'm assuming this is some sort of tree root or something like that. Oh yeah, okay, like a swamp. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, the little like roots of the cypress trees coming out in the swamps. Yeah, got it. Got it. All right, well, amazing build there. Not sure where this path leads to. Basically nowhere. Okay. Entrance, Exit back here. Got it. Check, check. It's not themed too heavily beyond that. But hey, let's just take a quick look again inside the building. Taking a look, seeing. All right. Great little Dune themed entrance. I dig it. Good work. I mean, even the sign, that's spot on for like the movie version of the Dune, Dune letters or Dune font, if you will. All right, good work. That's what we got for this first one. I'm gonna do the random workshop roulette. That will be a thing. Probably do one of these updates every week or so, just seeing what kind of fun things we can poach in the workshop. If you got ideas, things you want to search for, I'm probably gonna maybe take some time to go and like find a certain flat ride. We might just pick a flat ride and be like, hey, create custom flat ride. Let's pick a collider. We'll go into the workshop and we'll just type in collider and we'll see what pops up. Who's got the best skins for a collider? So we might do that for a couple different rides. I might actually just choose a couple, maybe a ride that I want to put into my park and say, hey, I'm going to put this hyperspin in my park. Let's search that this week. So we'll search for hyperspins. If there's a particular thing you want looked for, type it in the chat into the comments and let's see if we can find something neat based on your ideas. All right. We will catch you on the next one. Later. A gift shop. I'm assuming they sell little cartoon images that you can use on Twitter or X or Blue Sky or Facebook or wherever, or just text to your friends. That's probably what they sell in there.